What's going on, guys? Today I am doing a tackle unboxing, or I guess it's not an unboxing, but how I really travel with pond hopping versus actual boating trips. Alright guys, well this is the setup here. You have a pond bag and you have the boat / travel bag. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly so it's not a long video, but I just want to show you guys what I fish with when I'm pond hopping or when I'm actually going on a boating trip / taking out the river boat that you guys saw in previous videos, or the larger boat when we go to Lake Geneva or Lake Michigan. So hopping into the pond bag, obviously very small, lightweight. I just like to carry the essentials. Always bring my swim bait box. This carries all my swim baits with my swim bait hooks, swim bait heads, and underspin. Love fishing the Kitech. This one I fish all the time. It's got the underspin. It's the 5-inch Kitech, and then you have some Strike King minnows, another one there. But that's the swim bait box. Always leave with that. And then I just carry a little box like this that has very basic essentials. Green chatterbait, can never go wrong. Bluegill colored jig, football jig, bluegill color, can't go wrong. And then the live target jerkbait. Those three are literally the only things I bring along with the swim bait box, because I mainly fish soft plastics, but if the bite's tough, I'll always switch it up. I just bring an assortment of hooks. You see some shaky head, some extra wide gap. That's very easy to get to. Never leave home without my Rage Craws. Ever, ever, ever. Always have the Zoom trick worms. Love the Buddha bait ribbon tail worms. And recently, you'll see that Northern Pike video of our DOA Cal. These are the swim baits, the gold with the pearl. That is literally all I bring in every pond excursion that we go on, because I like traveling light, but I love fishing soft plastics, and those are always the main ones that I use. I have hundreds more, but that would mainly be it. This is the boat box, or the boat bag I should say. It's the Gander Mountain. It is the larger one, holds 5 3750 Plano boxes, but a lot of compartments on this bag. As you can see, I mean, you have the ruler. You can always get a ruler. You have your wacky rig tool, a razor. You have your grips to lip the fish if they have teeth like Northern. You have a couple bobbers in here, and you have a bell if you're ever shoreline fishing. You also have, thought I had something, yeah. And you have a pole hook if you're shoreline fishing, which I do a lot of, sometimes in the summer with going by the river. But jumping into the box here, first up we'll have terminal tackle. I always have them labeled, and I have these little grips on top of them. It's the same ones you use in your kitchen or toolbox, so it covers the gap between the box and the actual gaps, so the hooks don't separate from one another. But you'll see, I mean, I go anywhere from, I have anything from the split rings to easy connect weights to bullet weights to drop shot weights to bobber stops to Carolina rig weights. These work awesome, by the way. Bullet weights I have a lot of because I do a lot of Texas rig fishing. EWG hooks are my hook of choice. 4/0, 5/0 typically is what I fish with, and I always have them safety pinned together, so it's really easy to, if I ever lose a hook, if I ever get snagged up, I go in here, open the safety pin, and there it is. But again, an assortment of hooks. You have your walleye hooks, different colors. I do have the straight end hooks, the straight worm hooks if I don't want to use EWG. Swim bait hooks, obviously an assortment of them when I'm out, and like I said, a variety of them. You have your shaky head hooks, an assortment of those any which way you want. You have treble hooks if your crankbaits need treble hook changing. You have drop shot hooks, you have weedless hooks, you have basically a lot of hooks. I mean, you have the swim bait heads, you know, a different variety of those, different color of those. Obviously, having a different variety and color is always a good thing, because you never really know what kind of fishing you're going to get yourself into. Dirty, muddy water, dirty water, algae bloom, clear water, whatever it may be. Jumping into it, I have it pre-labeled: spinning, chatter, jigs, jerkbait, crankbait, top water. That way it's really easily able to be spotted when you're on the boat. This one is the spinning and chatterbait box. Obviously you can see a variety of color with a variety of blades. You got the Colorado blade, you have the willow blade, you have the Booyah add-on here. That's where you tie on the crankbait. Love using that. Gold, white and gold, chartreuse. You have the Booyah crappie A-rig. And then chatterbaits, I mainly use Zoom, or I'm sorry, Z-Man original chatterbait. I have it in bluegill color, baby bass, crappie color, chartreuse white, and then I have the micro Z-Man jig or chatterbaits. These work great for small bass, crappie mainly, but a lot of finicky bass go to the smaller guys too, especially in the springtime. But as you can see, obviously an assortment of colors, because again, you never know what kind of water you're gonna fish. It can be muddy one day and then clear up the next day. This is the Jig Box. Assortment of jigs. Again, I have ones that rattle, and you can see the rattle right there. And then other ones that don't rattle, and then other ones that do rattle. Just an assortment, but obviously black and blue. This one is bluegill, brown, and these got the different types of rattles on there. You can see them hanging. You got hair jigs. Obviously you always need these. And again, different assortment of colors. Always need an assortment of colors. Some finesse jigs. These ones are, I believe, the Strike King ones or the Yum ones, but these work phenomenal. Can't have enough of those. And then you have your football heads. Again, black and blue, green, brown. I mean, just an assortment of different ones. Ones that already have the trailers on them, pre-rigged. Ones that don't. You have your swim jigs, and these ones are the wobbles, so you're able to put the swim bait on there. Those work phenomenally. Just different size, different color. And then you have your micro jigs too. These ones are great for spring and fall when the bass don't want too big of the bait or they're slow moving. Those work great as well. And then obviously just your standard jig head as well. So that is the jigs that we have. Next up we have jerk baits and swim baits. An assortment of variety as well. Mega bass. Got a couple of those. That one, this one. Those work great obviously. But again, brown and orange. You have gold. You have perch. You have shad. You have sexy shad. You have minnow. You have the jointed bluegill. You have jointed baits that are perch and trout. A couple different ones there. You have craw, live target, never go wrong, caught my PB on that. And then some more jointed Rapala baits there. So obviously, like I said, an assortment of them. But you can see I don't have a ton loaded in here because I don't do a lot of jerkbait fishing, and it's for a very specific time. But I typically love having the different colors so I can, again, prep for when I'm able to need it. So this one's a crankbait. I have this one a little more filled because I do a lot of crankbait fishing. Whether it is the Strike King Sexy Tiger and the Rapala lipless crankbaits, or you have the rattle traps, and then you have the Matsuya, I think it is. These ones always work great, and these ones are cheap too. These ones I believe are at Walmart for like $3 or $2. Those work phenomenally. Obviously a couple deep diving ones. I think the deepest one I have is the DT10, I believe it is. That one's this one, shad. But again, an assortment of colors, an assortment of baits, square bills. So nothing too crazy. But some of the ones that I throw a lot of, you'll see I already have a double up of, because if I lose one, I definitely want another one, another live target. And then the Rapalas always work great. Always have these in different colors. And a couple more square bills too. So that's my crankbait box. Again, if you see doubles in there, that's because those are my confident baits. I try to use those as much as possible. Last but not least, we have our top water box. This is going to, again, consist of different colors, different styles. Obviously a poppin' frog, another poppin' frog, just in different colors. Black one. Got a hula popper. Can never go wrong with that. Brown with a little yellow in there. Different times of the season. And white. Buzz baits, can never go wrong with. A couple different assortments there. One's just micro, one's a regular. You got a couple poppers. You can never go wrong with poppers, obviously. Another frog here. And the Sexy Toads by Rage Tail. And the Whopper Plopper. This one is a new acquire, so I haven't really fished this one yet, but I will be in the summertime. The box again is a Gander Mountain. You know, it's got an assortment of pouches where you're able to keep different things. I have a scale in here. You got your pliers right here, and then in the back, it's really cool. I don't have anything there now. It's got a soft plastic pouch there where you can store a ton of soft plastics. I also have in here my Bang Shad Formula Spray scent. That works phenomenally. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, sorry for not being able to post as much lately, but I will try to get more of a schedule with it. It's been a little busy at work, but I will definitely be sure to keep you guys in the loop. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys do have any questions, please leave a comment in the section below. Thank you so much.